Okay, folks, they just came in today. Here's the package. Now, this was inside the shipping package, and inside this were two plastic hard cases with the igniter and a metal anodized can opener type thing, and all the other goodies. Now, obviously, this is two of them, and one's just, the front, and then this is the back. So let's get one open and see what it looks like. So on the top of the actual package was this folded up installation manual, and here's the inside. We've got cool little metal anodized aluminum bottle opener. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Then we've got the actual hot rod. And wrapped into this hot rod is a fish wire. So you can fish this back through the auger tunnel and wire nuts. So you can fish it back through the auger tunnel and be able to not break yourself. There's a fuse in there, there's a clamp in there, there's a screw, and a gasket. So that's what's in there for right now. Okay, so there's the hot rod out of the package. Here is this fish wire that came with it. It's just like a small, like 24 gauge, or even smaller, maybe 26 gauge wire. Here is the actual rod. This is ceramic back here. It's not plastic. This is ceramic. This plug, I just confirmed with my spare controller that it's the same Molex plug that's in the controller. And then, like I said, here is the retaining ring. This is a gasket and a fuse and a screw. This retaining ring, this hole here, will screw onto the fire pot when I get that far. But there it is. That's what it looks like. The numbers are on it. Tells you the wattage. Tells you the voltage and the hertz. But there it is. So we'll get this into the thing and we'll show you what it does. The directions are really straightforward. It tells you what comes in the pack, and then each step, it's pretty straightforward. It tells you how remove the fire pot from the smoker and install the gasket on the fire rod. The gasket goes here, and then the retaining ring goes back here. And then one thing that I just noticed is this little footnote here. So what they're saying is when you put that in there in that fire rod, it has to be up and down like this, 12 and 6, and not sideways. So it's got to be up and down. So other than that, that's all there's to it. So we'll get this in the smoker and get it all fired up, and we'll show you what it does. Okay, guys, here we go. This is the installation of that RTD, not RTD. I'm sorry, fire rod. RTD is over here. Now, there isn't too many instructions on the web or anything about how to do this. So what you have to do is you have to take these 4 screws out, which makes this fire pot able to be removed. And what these are is they are stainless screws. They're self-drilling screws. They're 7 or 8 millimeter. I can't remember off the top of my head. But you take these 4 out, and then we'll go to the next step. Okay, so now that we've got them 4 screws out, this fire pot slides this way, like that. What that does is it releases the pot off of the auger tube. Now, the way this comes out is you kind of have to lift up a little bit and go, as you're lifting up, rotate it towards you so that the fire rod, which is here, clears this side of the auger tube, because these wires here run back alongside this box, this auger tunnel. The auger is right here, and then this is the old fire rod. And then what we'll do is we'll take that fish wire and we'll fish it back through the inside of this, and I'll show you where it comes out in a second here. Okay, so this shot here, I've taken the control panel out, which makes it easier. But if you can see right here, these wires coming out of this little hole right here, this is the back side of the auger tunnel. Okay, the fan is underneath here. It's on the bottom side. But these white wires right here that you can see, I got a laser pointer. These white wires, this is the other end of the hot rod. And if you look down there, that end of the plug that's down there, right where my wife is holding on to, that's the other end of the hot rod. That's the other end of the Molex plug. They would plug into that end right there. So we're going to get this other rod fished through and hooked up and tested. So stand by. Okay, the new rod is in, and it is on Super Smoke on the controller, and that is red hot at the end. in 35 seconds. Now we're going to get some pellets in there. I'm going to put a handful of pellets in by hand. That's it. I already can smell the smoke. It is 1:04 seconds, and I can smell the smoke coming from that already. Minute 20, and there's smoke. Minute 30, minute 35, and it's faint, but there's smoke. That is amazing. That is impressive, to say the least. That it's on Super Smoke on the controller, and in 90 seconds or in 30 seconds, that fire rod was cherry red at the end. And now I'm going to back away from this because I am getting completely smoked out. And there's flame in a minute. I'm sorry, there's flame in 2 minutes and 5 seconds. That is seriously impressive.